teaching the word. Don't go out to camp you scared. Put on my friends, get fly like a bird. We keep the commandments, don't know what you heard. Pull out some scripts like I'm a director. I stay with my sword, I'm ready whenever. It's the end of the world.
Just ask these brothers. You like music? You listen to rap music? Who your favorite rapper? NBA Youngboy. What he rap about? Killing, money, and drugs. Why you like that? But that's what he talk about in his music. So if you like his music, you gotta like what he rapping about. What does that do to our community? Right. Now let me show you what the Bible says about it. You just in time. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived.
The Bible says don't be fooled. Right? Read.
Evil communications.
Is his communication good or evil? Evil. So listen what the Bible says about it.
Corrupt good manners.
It corrupts good manners, meaning that in the intentions that you have to do good is going to be corrupted by the communication you listen to. Right. That's why these young kids out here killing each other. And what does that also do in return? That feeds the prison system, right? Because everybody going to prison. So who's getting rich off of us going to prison? The government, which is who? Who runs the government? Huh? What race of people? The so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? That the same people that brought us over here and put us in chains, once he took those chains off our neck, he came up with a system to keep us in chains.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? And you young men, y'all following right down that same road.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all falling down that same road because you're destroyed in the mind. That's what the music does to us. You know what I'm saying? That's why these young boys out here killing each other. You know what I'm saying? You walk around with skin-tight pants on, still sagging. How do you put on a pair of pants that you can barely get your legs in and then sag them below your butt with a belt on? Make it make sense. That's destroyed in the mind. But it's because you don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have a saying that says, when you don't know who you are, you're subject to become anything put in front of you. And that's why when you look at the TV, at these rappers out here with guns, and then you turn around and look at the young men in our community, it's like looking in a mirror, right? It's the same thing. But I'm going to show y'all who y'all are according to the Bible today. Look, this is going into some history. I want y'all to follow along with me. You know what I'm saying? Because when Moses, you ever heard of Moses? What did Moses do? Right, he led the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? What were they doing in Egypt? They were slaves. Hey, you on point. Watch this. This is what he told them. Follow me, y'all. Read 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Moses said in the future, it's going to come to pass.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen to what God is saying right now.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is curses, is that good or bad? Bad. So Moses told the children of Israel, if y'all don't listen to God's commandments, curses gonna come upon y'all. Verse 46. Watch what he says specific about these curses.
Verse 46. And
these curses
shall be upon thee for a sign.
What does a sign do? What does a sign do? Right, it shows you something. It tells you something. So Moses said these curses are going to be upon the children of Israel for a sign. Meaning when you look at these curses, you're going to be able to identify the Israelites, right? Read.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And it said it's going to be upon your children, meaning your seed forever. Is forever still going on? So we should be able to read these curses and look at the people in society and say they are the Israelites because they fit these curses, right? Tell me something. They got people over there in Israel right now. There's a war going on over there, right? Because the people over there say that they the children of God, right? The Jewish people, don't they say they are the people of God? Right, so they should fit these curses that we're about to read, right? Let's see. Read verse 16.
Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Moses said the children of Israel is going to be cursed in the city. The so-called Jewish people, are they cursed in the cities? Or do they own everything damn near it in the city? They own it, right? But Moses said the Israelites are going to be cursed in the city. When you go to any city in America and you go to the hood, the ghetto, the projects, whatever you want to call it, what race of people mostly live there? Blacks and Hispanics, right? So Moses said the children of Israel is going to be cursed in the city. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And he said they're going to be cursed in the field. Now, who was in the cotton fields picking cotton for hundreds of years? Blacks and Hispanics, right? Today, right now, who's still working the hardest for the least amount of money? Right. So now, check it out. Moses said the Israelites was going to be cursed in the field. Read verse 48.
Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
He said because y'all don't want to keep the commandments, you're going to have to serve your enemies, right? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger. Today, when we want food, who do we get it from? Who owns 7-Eleven? What race of people? Because Moses is talking to the Israelites. That's a race of people. He says you're going to have to serve your enemies, which is another race of people, right? So when you want food, who do we get it from? Right. Who owns United? Right. So but the Bible calls them what?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
He said your enemies, you're going to have to get food from, right? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
When you want water, who we get our water from? Huh? When you go to your sink and turn that faucet on, you got to pay a water bill, right? Who do we pay it to? Who owns it? Huh? What race? You know what I'm saying? When you Dasani, Aquafina, Smart Water, who own those companies? Right. Read.
In nakedness.
Clothes. Who own Dickies? You know what I'm saying? Who own the clothing that we wear? Who makes that? Right? Read.
And in want of all things.
He said in everything you want, you're going to have to go to them for it. You know what I'm saying? You want an education. Who we get that from? You know what I'm saying? You want religion, like we just showed y'all. Who started the Baptist religion? You know what I'm saying? Who started Catholicism? Who started all these things? You know what I'm saying? He said your enemies in want of all things, right? Read.
And he,
and that same enemy, listen what he said he gonna do.
Shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Did they put yokes of iron on our neck? Did we have chains on our neck? But watch this though, read.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Now he says until you're destroyed. We don't have chains around our neck no more, but are we destroyed as a people? Yeah. We sell drugs to each other. We whore out our women. We shoot each other down in the streets. We don't even know who we are. Everybody said when you ask a man, what's your nationality? You're going to hear I'm black. I'm African American. I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian. All of these different names, but we the same people. But you ask every black man, he going to give you a different name. I'm a Moor. I'm a Muslim. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said until he have destroyed thee. Mind you, let's go back. Who Moses talking to right here? The Israelites. Watch this. Verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What did we say the Israelites was doing in Egypt? They were slaves. So when Moses told them, hey, the Lord gonna bring y'all into Egypt again, what do you think the first thing they thought? We're gonna go back into what? Slavery. That because Egypt means bondage. The name of that land in the Bible was called Mizraim. You know what I'm saying? But the word Egypt is a Greek word that means bondage. You know what I'm saying? So he said, read it from the top. He said the Lord gonna bring you into slavery again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How did our ancestors get to America? What kind of ships? Huh? Slave ships. How did the so-called Mexicans get to Spain when Christopher Columbus and them got here? Slave ships, right? He said, the Lord gonna bring you into slavery again with ships, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
He said, you ain't gonna see the land no more again. Have we ever seen our homeland since they brought our ancestors here? Read.
And there,
Now he's saying, and there, when y'all get off them slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
what did they do when they took us off them ships? They sold us, right? Right? Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
For slave men and slave women,
and no man shall buy you.
and nobody's gonna save you. The word buy means to save or redeem, and nobody's gonna save you, right? Not Malcolm X, not Martin Luther King, not Barack Obama, not Cesar Chavez. Nobody's gonna save you. Read. That's it. And he says nobody's gonna save you. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question to see if y'all following along. Who did we say Moses was talking to? Now, when we go back in actual history, who did these things happen to that we just read in history? So if Moses said it was going to happen to the Israelites and it happened to us, who must we be? We are the Israelites. That's who you are. You're not black. You're not Mexican. You know what I'm saying? You're not Hispanic. You're not a Negro. You're an Israelite. That's who you are. Now, with that mind state, now you have to start thinking, okay, if I'm an Israelite, then what am I supposed to be doing, right? Because Israelites had a custom. They had, you know what I'm saying, a nationality comes with customs. You know what I'm saying? The Bible gives us our customs that we're supposed to keep, our heritage that we're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? The things that we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to treat each other. All of these things are found in the Bible. Everybody go to church every Sunday, right? Has a pastor ever told you you're an Israelite? Has the pastor ever taught you that? What is today according to the Bible? You believe we're supposed to keep the commandments, right? You know what I'm saying? So get the commandments right quick. I'm going to show you something. This Bible, like I said before, y'all, is our heritage. We're supposed to live by this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got it? Watch this. Read verse 8.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
The Bible says, remember the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? Do you know when the Sabbath day is? Watch. We're going to find out today.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
When is the seventh day of the week? Huh? No. Saturday. Sunday is the first day of the week. Saturday is the seventh day of the week.
Right.
Now, the Bible says, what about Saturday? Read it again.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The Bible says the Sabbath day, the seventh day is the Sabbath day. You see that? And what we supposed to do?
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them.
In 6 days, God made everything you see. You know what I'm saying? But watch this.
And rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
And hallowed it, meaning he made it separate from all other days. So as part of our customs, we supposed to remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. We ain't supposed to work on the Sabbath day. We ain't supposed to buy or sell nothing on the Sabbath day. We ain't supposed to eat hot food on the Sabbath day or kindle fire. These are three things that we ain't supposed to do. But when you look around, are our people doing that? Huh? Now, what was the reason we went into slavery that we just read a few minutes ago? Why did God say, what did God say about doing the commandments? That curses was going to come upon us, right? So now look around. Everybody's doing the opposite of what God told us to do. So that's why we in the situation that we in right now. You see what I'm saying? That's why we in the situation we in. And you young men, now it's time for y'all to stand up. Give me that Psalms 96. Ain't it 96? Watch this, 94, yeah. Watch this. Because now you young men, it's time for you young men to start standing up and come back to your nation and raise your people up and teach the young men and your brothers and sisters behind you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be on this side of the fence, teaching your people, so we can come back to our true heritage, which is this Bible. Watch this, read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
God asking a question right now. Who gonna rise up for me against the evildoers? Read.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Or who gonna stand up for me against the sinners of my people? You know what I'm saying? That's what we out here to do, is to let our people know we in sin. You know what I'm saying? Give me a Romans 6 and 23. We in sin right now. And what's gonna happen is when Christ, do y'all believe that Jesus Christ gonna come back? You know what I'm saying? So what do you think he coming back to do? Huh? To collect what? Huh? To collect the sinners? Oh, no. Watch. We're going to show you. Read.
Romans chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin.
The Bible says for the wages of sin. Wages is like when you go to work and get paid. So he's saying the payment for sin is what?
Is death.
Is death. So when Christ come back and you still in sin, what's going to happen? He going to put you to death. You see that? So that behooves you to do what? Now you need to learn how to stop doing what? Stop sinning. Get what sin is according to the Bible. Because now you got to know what is sin. Because do they teach you in church what sin is? Tell me that. What is sin? Okay, yeah. Right. But now we're going to be specific, because the Bible is very specific about definitions of words and what it means, right? Watch this, read.
The book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is a transgression of the law.
So what is sin? Yeah, right. Sin is the breaking of God's laws.
That's right.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word,